Hi VC, it's Rob here with another video, and this video is another one in my series of car boot sale finds. So I've been off at the car boot sale this morning, left the house about 9 o'clock, had a little bit of a lie-in. The weather was a little bit iffy, threatening to rain, pretty cloudy, but I decided that I'd head over and I went to the car boot sale that I went to last week, about 10 miles away, and when I got there it was busy, but it wasn't as busy as last week. Probably about 250 sellers, so I had a good look round. Funny, the first stall I went on, there was a guy there with about 5 or 6 crates of records, but he had his hood up and he looked, one of these he looked like a bit of dishevelled, and none of his records were priced, so I just asked him, how much your records, and he said, various prices. When people do that, you know that prices sort of depend on who you are. So I said, all right. So he said, why, have you got a problem with that? And I thought, well, that's got off to a good start. So I looked through his records, and there was a record I'm quite interested in, the Fun Boy 3 album, Waiting. But I asked him how much, and he said £8, which is probably what you pay in a record shop. So I just put it down and walked off, and I could hear him sort of tutting. But all sorts of different people sell at car boot sales. So I found some good stuff. I've got 12 albums to show, and I only paid £12. So the first record I'm going to show, I got to a guy who was selling all sorts of out the back of a van, and he had a couple of sort of boxes of records, and I got talking to him a little bit and started looking through his records. This is the most expensive record that I bought, and I paid £3 for it. So it's 24 reggae greats. So this has got sort of the Israelites on it, and Liquidator, and Young, Gifted and Black, but there's 24 tracks on here, so there's a lot of stuff that maybe I'll recognise when I play it. It's on KTEL, and it's in really, really good condition. So, and it's nearly 50 years old, this. So, for £3, I thought, I'll have this. So, 24 reggae greats. And the same guy, it was funny because it was £3 and I gave him a tenner, and he gave me £8 change. So I said to him, you give me too much change here. So I was really sort of thankful for my generosity, my honesty. So another album that he had, which we sort of negotiated on the price, is an album from '82 that my sister used to have. And my sister had really random taste, so she liked Cliff Richard, but she liked Bob Dylan. So she liked everything in between. And this is an album she used to play a lot, and I used to go in her bedroom and take it and play it myself, because even though I was into Joy Division and Echo and the Bunnymen and The Jam, I did really like this album, Pelican West by Haircut 100. So this is really familiar to me. It's got the 3 big hits, Favourite Shirts, Love Plus One and Fantastic Day on it. But some other really good songs, Calling Cats in Autumn and Lemon Fire Brigade. I do see people in America show this. They sort of call it new wave, but this isn't new wave. It's just sort of pop music. And I'm a bit of a fan of Nick Haywood. He got kicked out of Haircut 100, really sort of strange circumstances, and he went on to record an album called, I think it was called North of a Miracle, which is an album I'd really like, because there's some good tracks on that, Whistle Down the Wind and Take That Situation. So that's an album hopefully I'll find at a car boot sale. But this one, he said he wanted £4 for it, which was a little bit too expensive for me, so I kind of pulled my face a little bit, and maybe my honesty earlier helped, so he let me have it for £2. So yeah, Pelican West by Haircut 100. There was another guy with a few boxes of records, and I found this album from, I think it's either 88 or 89, Remote by Hue and Cry. So Hue and Cry were a duo out of Scotland, I think Edinburgh, the Kane brothers, and I bought this back in the late 80s, and it's a very strong album. And this is another album that I've always thought I've seen it in record shops for £3 or £4, but I've always thought I'll see this at a car boot sale, and for £1, really pleased to find it. We get the lyrics, nice picture on the back. This has got kind of a hit with Looking for Linda, but there's the opening track, Ordinary Angels, really good. Violently, Dollar William. This is a very good, strong album. If you ever see it lying around for a good price, I recommend it. So yeah, from Scotland, Hue and Cry. And the album's called Remote. Now, there was another guy, and he was selling albums for 50p each. So yeah, I mean, these are the sort of albums that a car boot sale I'm looking for, because I don't want to pay big money for them, but you do see them at car boots. So this one, John Barry. So John Barry, really famous for the Bond themes, and there's a few Bond themes on here. You Only Live Twice and Goldfinger, Born Free, and a lot of other stuff. Thunderballs on here. This is on CBS, and this guy's records are in really good condition. So for 50p, I would have probably paid £1 each for these. So yeah, really pleased to have this John Barry album. Now this one's a real random one. No idea why I picked it up, just because I just like the sleeve, and it's just totally random. Sound effects. I do have one of these records. I don't think I've ever played it. It's a BBC recording, so there's all sorts of stuff on here, like Ford Cortinas and motorcycles and vans and trucks and all sorts of cars, etc. But you know, it's on BBC. I don't think I'd pay much money for this, but this is what I go to car boot sales for, just to find stuff like this. So yeah, sound effects, 50p. Now this is another sort of soundtracks, theme music for films. So this has got 2001 Space Odyssey on, and Rosemary's Baby. But some other stuff. It's on Polydor, and it's on in really good condition. So yeah, I thought I'd pick that up for 50p. He also had a 12-inch single of The Meeting Place, which has got some damage there. But yeah, for 50p. This has got 6 tracks on it, so you know, it's like an EP really. So yeah, please find The Meeting Place by XTC, and a couple of compilations. So in the late 70s, early 80s, there was loads of compilation albums coming out, and I picked this one up, Video Stars. So you see these in record shops for £2 or £3, but this is in very good condition. It's got a nice inner with it, and it's on KTEL. And I think it's could be 79. This. It's got Knocked It Off by B.A. Robertson, She's in Love with You by Suzi Quatro, Ladies Night, Kool and the Gang, Brass in Pocket, Pretenders, Tourists, I Wanna Be With You, Making Plans for Nigel, Working for the Yankee Dollar, Tryouts for the Human Race by Sparks, Rapper's Delight, Ready for the 80s by the Village People. So yeah, really good condition, 50p. Had to take it home with me. And another compilation that he had for 50p was Radioactive. So again, kids used to have these and you know, not look after them. But this is on Ronco, and again, this is in very good condition. So DISCO, this is 1980. Amigo, Black Slate, Johnny and Mary, Robert Palmer, Trouble, Ian Gillan, I Die You Die, Gary Newman, Misunderstanding by Genesis, Feels Like I'm in Love by Kelly Marie, Use It Up and Wear It Out, Enola Gay, OMD, Generals and Majors, XTC, I Think It's Gonna Rain by UB40. So it's a really good comp from 1980, Radioactive. Now I left that car boot sale and I went to an indoor car boot sale, and there was some stuff there as well. So Band on the Run for £1. So this is an album that most people have got. I didn't have it, but I knew one day I'd go to a car boot sale and it'd be there. I always find this sleeve very interesting because a lot of the people who are on this sleeve, I always think people in America especially wouldn't really be familiar of. So John Conte, the boxer, Christopher Lee, Clement Freud, Kenny Lynch, the comedian, Michael Parkinson, and the guy on the back, it looks like James Coburn. I'm not too sure, but he does look like him. And then Denny Lane and Linda and Paul. So yeah, Band on the Run for £1 by Wings. And there was this box set. So there was a thread going around the VC vinyl community a while ago, Show Us You Frank, and I don't have any Frank Sinatra. I've been sort of tempted over the years to pick up Frank Sinatra, but you do see a lot of his stuff around and I've just never really felt it. But I saw this box set for £1, so, and there's 6 albums in here. So Frank Sinatra, the Sinatra Touch, Capital Years, and this has got, like I say, 6 albums, and none of them look like they've ever been played. So for £1, nice Frank Sinatra box set. And there was some singles that were 20p each, so I went through them. There's quite a lot of sort of old stuff and they're all in very good condition. So I saw this on the Apple label and got a bit excited. Mary Hopkins with the Beatles track Goodbye and a track called Sorrow on the other side. This is a really nice find. Peter, Paul and Mary. So for 20p. This is on Warner's. And this is an EP. It's got Blowing in the Wind, If I Had a Hammer, Where Have All the Flowers Gone and Lemon Tree. Harry Belafonte Sings the Blues. So Cotton Fields, Hallelujah and Mary Ann. A couple of Ray Charles songs there. And this is on RCA. Hot Chocolate on the Rack label. I do like Hot Chocolate. Love Is Life. And nice Roy Orbison single. Blue Bayou. I even picked an album up really that by a band that I'm not into at all, but it was only £1. It's in very good condition, so maybe VCLT or Flip It or whatever. Status Quo, In the Army Now, in very good condition. So for £1, I thought I'd grab it. And then I did pick up 3 books, so it's not, like I said, I don't only pick vinyl up from car boot sales. I found these books for 10p each, so I thought I'd grab them. So Great British Designs with the Sex Pistols on the back. So anything like this design, I'm really interested in. Really nice sort of coffee table book for 10p. You know, what can you get for 10p? And these books here, so these Ladybird books, I'm a bit of a sucker for Ladybird books, sort of old Ladybird books. We used to read them in school when we were kids, but there's been sort of an adult sort of version come out that sell in supermarkets at Christmas. People tend to pick them up and give them to the parents, and they retail at £7, so to get them for 10p each, I thought, yeah. So this one's called The Shed. So they're amusing. Sort of the shed is a man's natural hiding place. It's just like the pub, except it's nearer to home. So yeah, bit of a fun book there. And then also Midlife Crisis with a nice rover on the front. So what do you do when you're having a midlife crisis? You buy vinyl again. So you know, and I'm 56 now, so I think I'm a little bit old for a midlife crisis, but I think when I was 47 I had one. So yeah, midlife crisis, nice fun book there. So that's what I found at the car boot sale. Like I say, a lot of stuff that I pick up at car boot sales, it's sort of stuff in record shops. I see it for like a £5 and I don't pick it up because I kind of know that car boot sales are the place to go, and when you can pick up 12, well, with that box set that's got sort of 6 albums in, I think 18 albums for 12 quid. You know, it's pretty good value for money. So hopefully next week it'll be fine and I'll head off to the car boot sale again. So that's it from me. If you've got any comments about what I showed and what I found, I'd love to hear from you. I'll always get back to you. So thanks for watching this video, and bye for now.